Hello everybody, it's Joe the Computer Scientist here, and today I'm going to go over some programming languages with you guys. Now I already made a video about how to start learning code in 2022, but I didn't go over some good programming languages for you to learn in 2022. So today I'm going to go over 8, and I'm going to go over a little bit of the things that they can do. And hopefully with this information, you can decide which one would be the best one for you to learn for your first language or maybe your next language if you're already a programmer. So what I did was I looked up the top languages of 2022 and I looked at a bunch of websites and I just gathered the ones that I've seen on most of the websites. So without further ado, let's go. So first we have Go, or Golang. Now I don't know much about this language, but I have heard some people talk about it before. But based on what I've seen, a lot of its purposes are machine learning, web applications, and you can also create projects for Ethereum using Go. So if you're into cryptocurrency, go for Go. So next we have Kotlin. I also know very little about Kotlin, but I do know that it's for Android development. You can also use it for backend development and full stack development. I know you can get Android Studio, and Kotlin is one of the two languages that you can use in order to create Android apps. So if you're into Android development, Kotlin. Next on the list, I kind of have the opposite of Kotlin, Swift. Swift is purely iOS development, and I'm talking like all iOS. I'm talking Mac OS, iOS, Watch OS. You can create apps for the Apple TV, just anything Apple. That's what that's the language that you're going to be using. You can also use Objective-C. One important thing to know about Swift is that you need an Apple device in order to create these. So an iMac, MacBook, an Apple device. Next on the list is C#. When I first got into programming, I've heard a lot about C#, but I haven't heard a lot as I've been going through it. But what I can tell you from what I've seen is that C is used for window applications, games, and web development on the .NET platform. So next on the list, I have C++. Now this is the language that I'm going to be going into more depth during my school year because my college currently uses C++. So this will be my fourth programming language. But what I found from my research is that you can use C++ for game development, operating systems, and web browsers. So now I'm getting into the top 3. The last on the list of top 3 is JavaScript. This is my favorite language, and in my opinion, the most useful language, but that's just for me and for what I'm doing right now. Famously, JavaScript is known for web development, but can also be used for server-side development with Node.js and also mobile development with frameworks like React Native. And in the beginning, when I said it's famously known for web development, I meant front end, but yeah, you can also do back end with Node.js. Now, next on the list is my second programming language that I've learned, which is Java. Now Java is used for backend development, Android development, and desktop applications. I created a desktop application with Java, and it was I believe it was a savings calculator, but that was just one of the examples of a desktop application that you can create. Now, last on my list is Python. Python is the first programming language that I've learned. Python is actually, I would say, the most popular programming language at this moment. It was on the top of every list that I've looked at. It's really useful for data analysis, task automation, AI, machine learning, and building software. That's what I came up with my research. Some of these I didn't know a lot about. I was just looking up things and I wanted to let you guys know. So if you guys want to dive more deep into these languages for 2022, now you got a little bit of background of what you can look more into so you can know more about these. I was just giving like a brief overview, but if you want my opinion on anything, if you're like new and you want to see your code do things, I would say learn JavaScript because it is front end, and you gotta learn HTML, CSS, and you go to your JavaScript file and you create some code, and then all of a sudden a button is doing something. But I would also say that Python is really easy in terms of syntax, so that's another one that I would recommend for beginners. But it's all up to you. It's not about my opinion. Do your own research, find out more about these, and become the best you can be in 2022. But with that being said, thank you for watching my video. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter. My name is Jordan the CS. And don't forget to join my Discord. My link is in the description, and I'm going to see all of you in my next video. Thank you for watching.
I'm insecure still, and she's starting to notice. She thinks because it's flowing